Hey, I hope you're doing great and ready for week 4 of our distance learning. Remember that Miss Husk and I are here for you. We care about you and we hope that things are going well. Please reach out if you do have any questions, if you have any concerns, anything you need. We appreciate those of you that got on Zoom this last week. It was fun to connect and go through a few questions you had, and I appreciate those of you that are emailing and going through Google Classroom too. Communication is key. It'll help make things easier for you to make sure you know exactly what you're doing. We want you to be successful. We want you to do well. And so we're going to walk you through today this plan of attack for April 6th through the 9th. The first thing on Monday, today, what you're going to be doing is you are going to be going through the Flipgrid videos that everybody created on their place of interest for Europe. If you click in this column right here, you can go to your period and watch the Flipgrid videos that people created. This column is where you're going to click for your period on the voting app that we're going to use to be able to go through and figure out who is going to advance to the next round. Down here, the bracket shows you the bracket for each of the class periods. If you look on it, it'll show you first period, each tab, second period, third period, all the way through. There are a few individuals that have buys just because we had odd numbers, and it'll walk you through who is facing each other in the first round, and then in the second round, and then in the third round and fourth round, who will be our champion. So go through that and see who you're competing against. If you don't see your name on there, that's because you didn't get signed up by Friday like you were supposed to. So we're going to continue to move through with this bracket challenge. On Tuesday, what we're going to be doing is you're going to watch a video that I created about the Renaissance, giving you a heads up on this incredible time in history and what that is. There's a comprehension check you'll need to take, and then we're going to have a Zoom chat as well for all of those of you that can make it, either at 10:30 or 1:30. You can decide which one works best for you, and we look forward to seeing you and connecting and having you connect with one another. And then we're going to finish the week on Wednesday and Thursday with a European art recreation project. This project is going to be pretty cool. Since Europe is known for its art, we're going to have you investigate one piece of art in Europe that you get to discover. And we want you to tell us about this work of art. Who is as you can see right here, who is the artist? When was it created? And then also, what is the symbolism, the meaning behind it? There's more to art than just looking at a picture, but there's meaning behind why they painted certain things. When I grew up, I was never a big fan of art, but once I got to college, I had to take a class in art, and so I found one to take. It was called Art History, and it was one of the best classes I've ever taken. It just gave me insight and new eyes how I look at art, and hoping this will open your eyes to art in a different way too, with the symbolism behind it. So what you're going to do is down below, you're going to sign up for one of the works of art that Miss Husk and I put in here, and so you choose whichever one you want to, and then you'll be researching that, telling us again who was the artist, when was it from, and then what is the meaning behind it. We're not looking for the basic details on it's a statue made of marble. We want to know what are the details with it and why they have certain aspects that they do. So you want to look in and research that. Then what you're going to be able to do with this is you either get to recreate this in some way. Maybe you want to paint it, maybe you want to draw it, sculpt it, maybe you want to have yourself be the work of art and stage yourself, and maybe family members help out, dolls, toys, whatever you want to. You can be creative in how you want to showcase this work of art. Miss Huska has her example up here. And if you look, this was Miss Huska's that she did. The title of it is called Madonna in the Meadow. And so you're going to look at this picture on the left-hand side is the actual picture of it. And then the right-hand side is her creation of what she makes it look like based on herself staging for this portrait, for this picture painting. And then down below, you see the artist name and when the artist did this. And then the meaning, the symbolism behind it. Again, more than it's just a painting. It's why do they have two little babies? What's the purpose of that? What's with the things in the background and maybe even the look and the shape that you see within the art? So that is what we're looking at this week, and look forward to seeing what you all come up with in your recreations. And then Friday obviously is no school. You have a 4-day weekend, so enjoy your time off. And we look forward to seeing you again on Tuesday through Zoom. Make sure you sign up or make sure you connect on there. And have a wonderful week. Thanks for being awesome. We love you. Thanks for being swawesome. Have a great night.